Drawing a line by picking points in the drawing window. This is probably our most convenient way to draw lines while we're sketching. We're going to go up and we're going to click on line, and you'll see right away that we have our pointing menu. Our pointer input is showing us our X and Y position. Notice we have these two black lines. These represent the axes. As we get close to 0, all we have to do is get kind of close, and it'll jump right on it, and you'll turn green, and now we'll be right at 0, 0. And I can pick, and then I can draw any particular line, and it notes that it puts in the constraints. In this case, I have a horizontal constraint. I also have my dynamic input where I can key in and say I want it to be 0.5 long, and I can go straight up, and it's placing my constraints in there as well. And I can say, you know, I want to go an inch up, and I want to go, let's say, an over a ½ inch, and I can click, and you can see it has both in my dynamic input I have my measurement, and I can also have my degrees, and I can come back and I can snap onto that line, and when I'm done I can hit escape, or I could actually right click and go to the marking menu. I'm going to right click. This is called the marking menu. I can spin my mouse around and I can just go to OK and select OK, and I created this sketch. Now I can also right click at any time. I can get my marking menu, and as I spin the mouse around, you can see I get this little flashlight effect. I can say create a line, and I come over here and pick on a line at any place that I want, and I can come over and say I want to draw a line 1 inch. I hit the tab key, and I can say I want it at minus 45 degrees, and I can hit the tab key, right? And I can say, oh, I can want it at 30, and so I can go along and say I want it at 30 degrees, and I can hit the tab key. I can say, oh, that's where it's at, and when I'm done I can just pick, and there it is, and I can hit escape when I'm done. At any time I can come in and change these values. I can actually come in here and pick on these values and say I don't want it 1 inch, I want it 1.5 inches, and it will change that value. So I can get this to draw various shapes. Also, one thing I want to bring your attention to is when I draw a multi-sided object and I want it to come back to the very beginning start point, if I right click, I get my marking menu, I can always come back here and choose close, and close brings the line entity back to the original start point. And so at any time then I can finish whatever I'm drawing at this point. So drawing a line by picking points on the drawing window, we go up to the line command here, or I can right click and go to line, and I can just pick on the screen to get any points in my drawing window.